Hey guys, this is Stephanie Farron, the Technology Facilitator at Butler High School, and this quick video tutorial is about finalizing your Google Sites, how to find your URL or web address for others to find your site, and what you'll need to do. So let's look at your Google site. When you're in your Google site and you finally have your website the way you'd like it to look, at least temporarily, you can continue to work on it once it's published out to the web as well. In fact, for most of us, we've already published it to the web way before we've actually sent out the URL. We're going to look at the top menu at the very top. So in the top left is the actual URL of your site. So mine is my name. Most of you, it would probably be that as well. It should be all smashed together and it's going to be part of the full URL. If I wanted to preview this site, if I come across this menu, I can click the eyeball to preview. But when I preview the site, it shows me what my web address site will look like. I can look at it both in a mobile format, in a tablet format, or in a computer format to see how it would change. However, if I look at my web address, this web address is all garbage at the end. This is not my literal web address. So I need to make sure that I'm not sending people my preview address for my actual web address, because that is not how they would find my site. I do love that in the new Google Sites I can see it both in tablet format, computer format, and phone format. So I'm going to click back, or I could click the X. The other thing you're going to want to be doing is clicking publish along the way. Unlike all the other Google products, it doesn't necessarily auto-save, so we are going to have to hit publish frequently to make sure that our site is being saved and all the materials there, but we do have revision history and we can go back and look at that. Past the publish button, there's a drop-down menu. We have some publishing options. The first one is publish settings. If we click publish settings, you'll see what you have given people for your website. So it will tell you your full web address, which you set up that first time you hit publish. So the full web address on my site is sites.google.com, which everyone's will be that, /cms.k12.nc.us, because we're in the domain, / and then whatever the name of our site is. Yes, it is long, but that is our web address. We also can come in here and say whether or not we want our site searchable with search engines. So make sure you know that that's where it is. You can also, under this drop-down menu, look at the View Published Site. So if I look at my View Published Site, then it's just like the preview button. I'm going to see my full site. I won't see it in tablet and phone view, only in computer view since I'm sitting on a computer. But what I love about it is this is my real site and it gives me my real address. So that is incredibly important if you're going to then give that address to be linked to the school's website. That is the address that you want to make sure it gets linked to the school website. Okay, so that's the important thing for us. The last one is there is an unpublished button. So if ever at any time you've decided that you want to turn off your site, that would be your unpublished, and that way you'd still have your site, but it would no longer be front facing so other people could find it. A couple of reminders. A lot of people have asked me, well, when should I delete my old sites? Just so you know, just because your sites are no longer linked to the Butler page does not mean that you can't use them. It just means that they're no longer linked to the Butler page. Also, it does not mean that you have to delete the site. I highly recommend that you keep your site active for a few weeks or a few months to make sure that you did not leave anything off unintentionally that you need to put in your new site so you don't have to recreate it. So that is just a good tip or rule of thumb. So this is how to publish your site. Remember, you want to put the web address, the full web address from your View Published site.